The perspective on these bounty hunters is more important than the actual fact that's happening. The government is building a literal private army of people. Right now, they're being used after undocumented immigrants. And I want to get into how and why that affects you. They're hiring people who are from former military contractors, people who have been in Afghanistan, in the Middle East, to go after people and find out information on them through bounty hunting and skip tracing. They're using the skip tracing, which is the same type of technology that lawyers use, that private investigators use, that credit card companies use, trying to get deeper information on you to go after these undocumented immigrants. They're using address history, your employment history, tax records, utility information, any deep web data, court record, your driver's license history, property records, and they're using this information to track where you were. They're using your social media, any publicly available information, and if they can't track you, they'll go after your friends and family. And they are also using AI. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, I'm not trying to scare people or fearmonger. I want to let it be known that tax dollars are being spent en masse to create a private army of people on behalf of the government. And the specific reason why I'm talking about this is that private companies do not have the same accountability as the federal government, okay? You can't do a freedom of information request on a private company. That requires a certain level of federal oversight, of which the government is literally contracting these people out to do their work for them. And we already know how the administration views immigrants as key to their economic agenda. To that end, they're literally hiring people, creating a secondary economy of literal job creation of people going after their fellow person to get rich off of them. The Intercept had an article already out today that up to 10 companies have already made over $1 million. These companies are on track to make over $1 billion over the next 2 years. ICE initially announced in November 2025, just last month, they was going to do $180 million towards this end. Now it's up to $280 million. And sometimes there's no cap contracts. There's guarantees of at least $7.5 million per company, according to Wired. And they also have noted that there's about 1.5 million names in a docket that they are going to go after people. 1.5 million undocumented people are in this docket. There's 50,000 names per company that they're going after. Some of these companies are involved in private prisons. Some of these companies are involved with surveillance. It's extremely problematic because of the lack of oversight. Our concept of how law enforcement works is that there's the police and they're accountable to the government, and that's the only person you have to deal with. With ICE being and going after people directly through the streets, ripping people from cars, using masks, not identifying themselves, already been problematic. But at least those people are the actual government. They are theoretically held to publicly accountable rules and regulations and inspectors. Now these bounty hunters have even less accountability because they're private companies. They have less oversight. Again, we don't have that level of regulation over them. Now there's a literal industry behind it. There's money involved. That money is going to influence politicians. Our concept of what law enforcement is about to get drastically thrown out the window.